All right, at the big Trump fundraiser last Saturday night in Florida, John Paulson's house, good man John Paulson, it was a Unity, $50 million, the highest ever record event. And one person who was there, and I believe spoke at that event, was South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, our friend Senator Scott. Welcome back, sir. I heard that.
Thank you, Larry.
The president, he talked about success, and it was essentially. I looked at it. I wasn't there because I don't have $1 billion. I'm working on it, Senator, with your opportunity zones. There's no telling what even broadcasters might make a buck. But the point is. He wants to unify the GOP, he wants to unify the whole country, and he wants to unify it around success, around economic growth, around this new coalition of helping working folks get their real wages up again. I mean, tell me, did he talk about that stuff Saturday night? You were there.
Well, Larry, you're brilliant, number one, so you know what you're talking about. Here's what President Trump said that you agree with 100%. Success breeds success.
Yes.
One of the most fantastic parts of the first term that you'll see again in his second term is a focus on making sure that our economy creates opportunities for every single demographic in the country. The poorest Americans saw their wages grow faster than the wealthier Americans. We saw businesses see their taxes go down so that they were globally competitive. We saw single mothers' taxes go down by nearly 70%. Larry, President Trump promised $4,000 on average to each household. He only delivered $4,500 on average per household. That kind of success doesn't unify the GOP. It unifies the USA. Every single American was better off. Every working class American was better off under Donald Trump. Let's have 4 more years. 4 more years of success. 4 more years of low inflation, 4 more years of low unemployment, but 4 more years of high enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm. Senator Scott, 2 more things on this, and we appreciate it. It's good to see you, by the way. It's been a while. Today you had another lousy inflation report. Inflation is actually stopped falling and is now rising. During Mr. Biden's whole term, inflation almost 7% at an annual rate, 19%, almost 20% in the level of prices. The working class coalition, whites, blacks, Latins, Hispanics, kids, women, they're losing real wages. They're losing real wages, Senator Scott. Now, that's not nothing. I mean, that's the soft underbelly of something called Bidenomics, and I think that's the strong suit of Mr. Trump's policies.
Well, Larry, you know this as well as anyone. We went 52 consecutive paychecks where inflation outpaced wages. That means you got a pay cut under Joe Biden, a pay cut. Listen, I was raised by a single mama. A 40% increase in gas prices, a 30% increase in food, and a 25% increase in energy costs means she's broke. She's doing all she can in this economy. 60% of Americans do not have $1,000 in their savings account because Bidenomics destroys America's economy.
Yes,
it's that simple.
And I got one more for you. I got a minute to go, Senator Scott. Ted Cruz said this earlier in this show, and I want to put it to you. Biden wants to cancel all these student loans. Now, this is working folks, right? Non-rich, non-elite working folks, 70% of the population, more or less, paying for 30% of the population that got into graduate school with loans or good public or private colleges with loans. Now, this is the opposite. This is working folks getting penalized by the upper crust. And it seems to me that is one more reason to oppose the student debt cancellation.
1,000%. The way I look at it is my mother, who never made more than $20 an hour, is going to pay for the student loans of someone who makes 6 figures?
Right.
Are you kidding me? The coalition of working class Americans, whether you're union or non-union, you believe if you sign the contract, you pay the bill, not us.
That's right.
Under Joe Biden, he lies to us. You sign the contract, and the poorest Americans pay for your student loans.
Yep.
That's called ridiculous.
That's right. It's called bad economics, bad politics, and you
Yes,
know what?
sir.
I kind of like it's called ridiculous. I like that. Senator Tim Scott, thank you, sir. It's great to see you again.